heavy cream, that carton, the thin one, the long thin one.
We're live, by the way.
Yeah, the long thin one.
The long thin one.
And then I drank its cream, and it was delicious.
Oh,
it slid down my throat. It coated my throat really well, and the flavor profile was.
See, the problem is that you keep explaining. I brought the room live mid-sentence, and nobody has any idea that you are, in fact, talking about gargling. Drinking eggnog.
Yeah, that was the joke. Yeah. Thank you for explaining it.
Nobody else knew. Well, they might have.
They might have figured it out once I got there. I would have kept it up, and then I would have been like, and yeah, so that was my eggnog experience this week.
So, I don't really like eggnog. I mean,
what is it about Joy that you hate?
It's just, I don't know how to explain it. I think it tastes gross. I think
tastes gross.
Yeah, don't like it. In general, I mean, I'm not down on a holiday alcoholic Christmas beverage, but and I will drink eggnog if it's, you know, offered to me. It's not like, oh, that's disgusting, but I definitely don't prefer. It's not something I look forward to. Also, if you are joining the video now or joining us live, Jordan will be back. You know, the downside of using a Mac.
He broke it. He doesn't want to admit he broke it, but he broke it.
Yeah, we totally know he did. So we'll be starting the actual show soon. So you can just hang out with us for a few minutes here while...
Yeah, be our friend.
While we...
Just be our friend. Just hurry up and be our friend.
God, be our friend.
We're Saul all night.
I don't actually have friends. I see these two virtually once a week.
I don't even know if they're real people.
I might not.
I don't leave the house. I don't leave the house ever except for like supplies. So like for all I know, these have been my friends have been replaced by government AI, and I just talk to them each week.
Yeah.
Thinking, oh my God, this is my friends. I still have friends. But really it's the government's replaced them.
I mean, I might have been replaced.
It's one weird Truman Show. I mean, you
brought
significantly less.
Michael's in our chat already.
Hey, what up, Michael?
He said you brought the movie night, question mark.
Maybe.
People want more movie night, Bryce.
They do?
They do.
Oh.
It's, you know what it is? It's popular because as much as people hate it, we also enjoy simultaneously getting our childhoods destroyed.
On top of that, I'm pretty sure everyone likes watching me work myself into a lather over some minute detail of a fictional universe. God, I have
of an extremely minute issue. So he needs batteries for his vibrator in his chair.
That would have gone way better if they actually flew to me when I said batteries to me. Instead, I had to awkwardly like shimmy over and like pull them out. Now I'm putting them in. I was hoping for a Transformers action scene with multiple camera angles of me just opening this up and then I'm flying in.
Oh, you got a vape back?
Yeah,
the vapors. I have my vapor right here.
I decided taking almost a year off was enough. So I replaced my Cletos glass, and I have another coil ready for my RTA, but I'm way too lazy to install it and do the cotton. I know that's sad, but that's what I love about the Cleto. The only reason why I have it,
sir, you can't tell
is I could just plug and play.
Okay.
You fucking what, mate?
What is? Did he just come in and start fucking yelling at people? Is that what just happened? Get the fuck out of here.
Doomsdays all day, bro. That's what you get.
You're quiet.
A doomsday at you. Yeah, he's far from his mic again.
I know.
It's just we're live right now, so we want your quality to up.
We want your Is
this better?
Yeah.
It is cold outside.
Much better. Okay.
Michael.
Because when it gets cold outside
Closer.
and you got
Closer.
nobody to love.
That's better?
No, closer.
Can you shove it in your mouth?
And now that's on the internet for the rest of eternity.
All right, can someone make a GIF of that? Someone download the video, make a GIF of that. We need an official
Hey, make
PBnJ.
me a meme so I can be rich.
That's not how that works, by the way.
It should be.
You would think so, but they do not. It becomes like free use basically, and you can try and legally like attach something to it to copyright it, but then everyone hates you, and then you get fucked.
Not my problem.
Michael said he screenshot that. In case you're curious.
Thank you, Michael. Good job. Also, Jordan, what the fuck is this? Where's your awkward?
What?
I have my awkward here. Where's your awkward?
My awkward? What are you talking about?
Your beard.
Your beard.
Oh. What about it?
November's not over.
I didn't shave it.
You didn't?
It does. Is that it?
For the entire month of
November,
November,
that's
thing?
it?
Bro, it's cold.
Oh, that makes it grow more. What are you talking about?
It doesn't grow as fast.
Wait a second.
There is no beard shrinkage, mister.
No, and I'm 100% sure that the weather has nothing to do with how quickly your face grows hair.
No, dude,
Trust
seriously, honestly, I haven't shaved it since I think I shaved it. What was it? November 3rd. And you guys know my beard grows fast as fuck, but for some reason it's not.
Yeah, because I'm used to by now you having like.
I would.
That means your testosterone's probably messing up. Yeah.
Maybe I need them steroids, man.
You're turning into a girl. I knew it.
I think so.
Hurry up and cut your hair off. It's the only way.
Absolutely not.
If you were gonna turn into a girl tomorrow, and the only way to stop it from happening was to cut off your hair, would you do it?
No.
No.
I mean, hold on.
My new name is Janice.
Oh, wait. Is it a permanent changeover? Once I cut the hair, would I go back?
No. Once the sun sets the next day, it's like permanent werewolf situation.
Okay, but like with werewolves, you still changed in between. So is it something to where whenever your hair grows long, you turn girl, or?
That
sounds like a great superpower.
I know, yeah.
I want to see how the other half lives.
I don't know.
That's so fascinating to me. I would do it just for the experience.
No. It's permanent. When the sun goes down, you're stuck that way forever.
Okay. So I would do it up until the sun goes down, and then I'd make my choice then. I'd probably go back to a man because I have more experience as being a man, and there's certain privileges that come with being a man. But trying out being a girl for a day,
like wearing an almost fedora
and shit.
Yeah, fuck that. Milady, goddamn.
Yeah, I'll cut my hair.
Well, the period and everything. Well, and that's the thing.
Ew, that's gross.
Well, it's not about that. It's more about for my 1-day trial. Do I get like a mini period so I can experience that, or is it something where I wouldn't get to?
I wouldn't want that.
Well, I want to experience it because I want the full kit and caboodle. Can it be a month of it and then sunset?
I assume
that
if I were to become a girl, I probably would just not know how to take care of my girl parts and just like die of
infection.
Some kind of horrible disease or something. Like, it hurts.
You're
really
like, wait,
bad,
how am I supposed to wipe?
Yeah,
because if you wipe it wrong, you can
put it in the vagina, right? Okay, are you guys ready to start the show? Or
after that, I think we have no choice. I think everyone's just screaming, "Get to the content! You're scaring us."
It was a little lot. I'm not gonna lie, but I like it.
This is the content. This is
the show already started, boys. You didn't even know.
Boy.
What episode is this? I don't even know.
84.
84?
I'm pretty sure.
I think last week was 84.
69 plus 15.
I'm pretty sure not.
I'm double checking your work.
You can double check my work. That's okay. I rename it wrong all the time.
You didn't even put a number. It is 84. Good job. So we need a robot 84.
We need a robot 84. Yeah, hit us with
that. Intermission.
Need a robot 84.
84. Da, da, da. Good luck finding that now, you bitch.
I just stopped it, and I'm going to I'm going to restart it because that makes my life easier. So we're ready to go whenever
Good
you are.
job. Do you got stuff this week, Jordan? What are you doing?
Not really.
What?
I could I could tell you something.
What?
I can tell you a little something about something.
I can tell you why I have a
dig?
hard stop at 10. So
It's 8:58. We should get started.
yeah, I'm already recording. So
Who's introing?
Do I need to redo anything? Or
Bruce.
I'm intro boy, right?
yeah, you're intro boy.
I am intro boy.
Intro boy.
Welcome to the new superhero. I am intro boy.
That's horrible. Don't ever do it again.
Oh, you don't want me to intro like this?
No.
Not a fan of that.
About it.
No.
Not a fan of that. Hang on, let me just delete that crap.
Damn, my bit got deleted, boys. I got
Oh
fucked.
shit.
I'm just
He
kidding.
deleted you.
I'm just kidding.
What up?
I've never even had that
We're
happen.
good to go.
All
Whenever
right,
you're
so
ready.
I will
All right.
get us started then, since we're obviously in good spirits. Lemon face, iron face, lemon face, iron face,
No,
Hey everybody, welcome to the PBnJ podcast. This is Bryce,
Man.
the butter of the evening.
You are all about fucking Jordan up today.
It doesn't even have to be him introing. I will do whatever it takes to make him laugh before the show
keeping that
starts.
shit in. I hope
Yeah.
You're keeping that shit in. All right, you know what? So you guys now know my occasional exercises, vocal exercises and such for the
Usually
show.
you'd only know that if you're watching the video.
Yeah.
Which you have been watching the video.
You know, I have a variety of them that have nothing to do with vocal exercises,
Yes.
but everything to do with fucking with Jordan, which is the best.
Yeah.
I hate you, man, so much.
You love me, don't lie. So I'm excited because this is episode 84. We're almost at 100 episodes.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
It is pretty crazy.
That's 100 weeks of us meeting up and saying a bunch of shit.
It is, and you might not believe this, but
Mm.
it's kind of difficult to show up and say a bunch of shit for an hour.
Yeah, it's definitely easier said than done.
We'll message each other and be like, "Hey, we all up for tonight?" And we're like, "Yeah," and then that's it.
An hour and a half later, after
We're like,
everything
"Wait, did
that's
the show
broken is-
happen?"
Yeah. What's even going on right now?
We listen to it again. It's like, I don't remember doing that. That's
Yeah.
like, oh, I made a
We talked
mistake.
about
Every single week. Actually, you'll notice that I'm actually at my computer this week at least. I fixed my internet.
I'm pacing around your room.
I'm not pacing around my room.
Not holding us to his face, which is nice.
Yeah, but now I can't just like randomly show you stuff.
That's
being
not
mobile
true.
is cool. That's not true. You're right. Look, turtles.
Hey,
So
today we see Patrick's
it's
turtles
really-
in the natural environment.
Oh,
They're looking
them.
at him, and they just think to themselves, "What a fucking prick."
What a fucking prick. Whatever. I feed them all the time, those fat little bastards. And honestly, turtle tanks get fucking dirty quick.
They do. Turtles are
yes,
shit.
they
One
do.
turtle can get a tank dirty quick. There's two in there, and they're growing quickly. Eventually, they'll be transferred to the pond to, in some possible way, end up running away, and I'll lose them. Like that happens to every turtle that goes in the pond. We've had like 5.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, well, no, I mean they're alive somewhere. They're in.
Yeah, no, they just go to the wild and just like, oh, my turtle buddies are gone.
Mhm.
Yeah, one of those was mine.
Yeah. Well, yours only escaped because the stupid hurricane.
Yeah,
I
to
mean,
be
I know.
fair, that's because everything
true.
exploded and there was a log that landed in the pond that it
Yeah.
could climb out of the enclosure with. So
That's true.
Bullshit.
I still blame Patrick though.
I mean, it's okay to blame me.
hashtag blame Patrick.
that-
You should have swam out in the pond and grabbed each individual fish and turtle and put them in a bathtub full of pond water,
Exactly.
and then
Just bring your filter inside. I mean, it's not
yeah,
that
bring your filter. You
honestly.
built it yourself, so
It's not that hard. Come on.
yeah.
It's heavy as fuck.
It is.
I'm not.
I don't know
doing
if you
that.
guys
Actually,
we
talking
showed
about
like
my
videos
pond,
and stuff of it.
No, talking about my pond. What's fucked up is the main pump that feeds my waterfall is dead. It stopped running like a week ago, which sucks. Because now I have to clean the other two smaller ones way more often. But for Christmas, I'm going to buy myself 2 bigger, more badassier pumps, and I'm gonna increase the size of the waterfall, and it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure a fish or something got stuck in it and fucking fried the pump out.
It's possible. But ironically, a week ago, thereabouts, my hot water heater died the same time.
Really?
Jeez.
I have no hot water in this house.
Hot water right now? Oh,
I have
dude.
no hot water in this
It was
house.
like 30 degrees today.
Yeah, it's cold as fuck outside right now.
Yeah, I've been having to do make a small bath of the super fucking cold water and boil water in all the biggest pots I got and just toss those in and then just like take a cup and then like bathe myself. It's been awkward.
Interesting.
That's awful.
It gets it done, but it's one of those things where it's like I don't want to have to like baths or something. I want to be like, or showers. I want to shower for one because showers take 5 minutes. Baths are one of those things where now I have to prep for the bath, whereas before I could just turn the bath water on, throw some like nice bath salt in the bottom, and be like, "Oh, this is an experience."
So, are
this
you
is a
heating
treat
up
myself.
water and then pouring it in?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm doing the old poor boy special. But
I know a couple of people that I've stayed at their house that don't have a hot water heater.
And that's what they do, yeah.
And that's what they do.
Which I mean, you get by with what you can, but it's one of those things where I don't have the money to replace a hot water heater.
Well,
I have
do you know
a feeling
what's wrong with it?
Well, here's the thing. I can't find my fucking voltmeter, so I can't. Voltmeter. So I can't test it.
Sounds like a fucking Pokemon,
right? Voltmeter, and the Pokedex entry is just like, yeah, it sees if shit's working. I don't know what to tell you, and I'm like, thanks, Pokedex.
Thanks.
But I don't know what to tell you
because usually what you want to do for the folks at home who have hot water heaters and need to test your hot water heater is turn the power off.
Yeah.
You take the little thing off the front.
Yeah.
And then you test the ground and you test it live and all that stuff and you see what it says. Yeah. And if you have like certain results, it means it's shorting, and it's probably the heating component. Or you can also test the ground wire for the heating component, or it could be the heating component itself, or the other side of the puzzle is it could be the thermometer. If the thermometer isn't working properly, then it thinks the water's hot enough when it's ice cold, and it just stops heating. So that's the other possibility, because it's showing me a green, but the green light's flashing.
Okay.
On my little.
First of all, don't fucking electrocute yourself on your hot water heater.
Yeah, that's why I said turn the power off to the hot water through the breaker. You
also, I'm pretty sure that you can, without a meter, see if that's what the problem is by like just hot wiring where the thermostat is, right? Just hot wiring that and into the on position essentially, and seeing if you get hot water.
I don't know how hot wire. I am basic electrician. I don't know nothing about electrician stuff.
Well, then don't do that.
The very basic. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. That's a Patrick thing. That's a
don't do that.
Patrick, come over and hot wire my hot water heater. Let's see if it fucking does it. But I probably wouldn't have
that an idea.
Oh God, it's not. Listen, for those of you who happen to hear me say that, do not do that. That is leaving it that way will cause some kind of bad thing. I don't know what kind of bad thing.
Working with live wires to hot wire it, so you're probably gonna cause a fire.
But in this case, just
the test.
The way it fucking works is the thermostat is an on and off for to turn the heating element on for the hot water heater. So
if it's at a certain temperature, it cuts on automatically. So if you skip the thermometer and just go straight to the go on, if it heats up, that's true. But yeah, I don't know enough to do that, so I'm not going to. But I don't know.
It might even be a thing that you push together. I don't know. Anyway, don't do that though unless you
unless
are
you
a
are
licensed
Access to your house.
unless you're a licensed guy like me. I'm not licensed. I'm just saying it to protect myself. I
licensed
guess
guy.
I really I said it.
A license guy.
you fucked up.
You fucked up. But yeah, what I was saying before you guys ultra derailed us was I fixed my internet
Mhm.
and
Yeah, we're the one who derailed it.
Congratulations, rails over here.
I went and bought the tool. Like it's like this cool crimper thing.
Oh yeah.
So like you put the wire in it. It's neat because like it only closes to a certain point for stripping the wire. Like it's the exact size of the wire, you know?
Yeah.
So stripping it was like I gotta say, having the right tool for something is awesome, you know? Because I don't know if you've ever got to like strip a wire with a knife or something. Fuck.
Yeah, it's garbage.
That noise. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
garbage. And then like you take the 8 wires, you have to like get them in order and slide them.
To get them to slide into the fucking thing is the most
Oh
obnoxious thing in the
my
entire
God.
world. I hate making my own Ethernet cables because that process turned me off from it. Because I learned how when I was going to school for that shit, and I made my own cables for a few things, and I fucking hated it.
It was horrible. However, you get it in, stick it in the thing, and crimp it closed. Boom, working.
That's what she said.
Yeah, you get it in the hole, and boom, you're working. Not only did she say that, but I say that too. I really endorse that. But yeah, it was kind of a pain in the dick though. Getting the wire. So like, first of all, to know what the order you have to have them in, I'm over here looking at the other end of the cable.
Yeah.
Like, trying to figure it out.
Which is also a pain in the ass.
Through the clear plastic.
That's like this big.
You're like white, orange, green, white, blue. I'm like, all right, I get
like
it.
white stripes.
Try to fucking get them all even, right?
Yeah.
Slide them in. No, fuck. Just pull it out, straighten it again. Try to slide it in. Fuck. Pull it out, straighten it again. Third time it went in. And I was like, oh my God, it's there. I did it. I was so proud of myself. I got the wires in the hole.
I'm proud of you too.
Proud of you.
Yeah. So then I did it, crimped it down. It wasn't incorrectly, smashed the fucking the end. Completely destroyed it. I was like, what the fuck? What did I do?
Good job.
So somehow the wires stayed good enough to just slide right into another one first try. Pro tip, make sure you push the thing all the way in.
Yes.
Before closing it. Who'd have known?
Who would have known?
Who would have known? But needless to say, it is working, and I'm pretty happy about it.
That's
because
good.
not having internet in my fucking office sucked. The turtles were really bored all day.
No Netflix.
Sure.
Yeah.
I've been watching that video of the turtle fucking a shoe over and over.
Oh, Jesus. Animals are weird, man. You know, oh, hold on. I have a weird animal thing. I think I sent Bryce I sent both of you the picture. Jordan, did you look at the picture of the giant cow?
Yes, I did.
Did you look at
Yes, I did.
Giant
cow?
Hold on.
It's fucking huge. It looks like the dude bros who go to Planet Fitness but get banned because they do the whole drop the dumbbell and whoa, and then Planet Fitness is like no, and then
Please
they
don't do that, sir.
No
We are a we're a no judgment zone.
Yeah.
Although, which is fucked up because you're judging that guy right there for being like that.
That's
this
true.
cow, okay, the back of its back. Okay. First of all, if I were to tell you, oh, my dog is as tall as me, what would you think I mean when I say that?
That you have
When
a great
he stands
day.
up on his back legs.
Yeah, when he stands up on his back legs, that he would be as tall as I am. So when I first started reading this article, it was a cow in Australia is almost as tall as Michael Jordan. And I was like, okay, well,
That's pretty.
It's still big. I mean, but cows are already big.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like a full-size cow is big. And I'm thinking, that's big, I guess. No. What they meant was
Standing
when
on all
it's
four
on
legs.
all four fucking legs, its back, right, is where Michael Jordan's head is.
Holy shit.
Put that in fucking perspective, man. Like, that's insane.
That's a
Check
big
our
ass cow.
because we'll post that picture of the cow up because it's huge.
That's a big ass cow.
Standing around a herd of bulls.
It's really ridiculous.
And you can see it like where its legs end and its like shoulders begin is where all the other bulls' backs are.
Yeah.
Like
Like,
this is a cow. like,
its bell,
bulls are
like, it could stand over a full-size cow.
Yeah.
And
It could
and
step
that
over it
just-
if it wanted to.
Yes.
Like a full-size cow could probably go between its legs and like hide under there. Like, hey guys, it's
Yeah.
a cow and a cow.
It's seriously ridiculous.
Big ass cow.
Apparently it would have been slaughtered.
Really?
Yeah. But because it ended up being so freakishly huge, they
Now it's a
can't-
world record.
Yeah.
They can't do it.
The
I wonder if they're going to try and
cow-
breed it.
The average cow is about 4'10" ish and weighs 1,500 pounds. 1,500 pounds. Okay, that's huge.
1.5 tons. That's huge.
This cow is 6'4" and weighs 3,086 pounds.
Jeez.
That's ridiculous.
How many steaks do you think you can get from that guy?
I don't know. Like, would it? I mean, I don't know. Why is it so big? Does that just happen? Is that
Steroids.
like just like humans? That happens occasionally, like freakishly.
I feel like we would have heard of it already.
Right? Like, this is odd.
Because I wonder
It's odd.
if cows can have kind of like how humans we have a disease that causes giantism, and giants who people who are born that way, they end up growing like super huge, and they usually die young, which is sad. But it's just I wonder if cows can get something similar, and if this cow just has that. And I wonder if we can breed that into other cows, because honestly, as awful as it sounds,
having giant cows,
if they die younger than a normal cow, it won't matter because we kind of kill them before they're supposed to die anyway. So it's one of those things where we could kill less cows by having bigger cows.
The meats.
And then we'd have more food for less, and it would help with methane. I feel if we have a less number of cows, if we can just grow like 10 giant cows, and it feeds the same amount as
there's a
20
different
regulars. You know,
there's a different picture, several different pictures of this cow standing around these, and it's ridiculous. Like, it's so big. I wonder though, yeah, no, that's true. I wonder though if you're right, if they could breed that in to future cows somehow, and like end up with
giant cows, and then we have the cow cavalry.
Yeah, but hold on. Here's the thing that we have to think about. First of all, I don't really care about that kind of stuff. I think that if we can make giant cows, awesome. People aren't going to like it though, because more than likely they're going to have joint problems and leg problems, and they're going to live horrible lives or whatever. Much like the whole chicken thing, where in some instances, there's some bad stuff that goes on there, but in the end they're gonna die, and and if they're too huge, like if the chicken's problem is it's so big it can't stand up, then that's good. That means that that chicken is now going to be cheaper and feed a lot of people.
I mean, sure, but my whole thing is this cow obviously can stand up and walk around. It's with other cows.
Yeah, I know.
And like, so maybe it won't be as big of an impact, because the chicken thing, that has a lot to do with us adding extra stuff to them too, like hormones and things like that. Whereas this cow just naturally just popped up like, hey, I'm a fucking huge ass cow. Fuck with it.
I'm a huge cow.
We can naturally get cows to be that way.
I mean, it might not be natural though. We don't. I mean, it doesn't say otherwise.
It ate some radioactive corn, and now it's super cow.
I wouldn't hate.
You know, who knows?
Fucking huge.
Fucking huge, bruh. Listen, dude, it's fucking huge.
Yeah, but I seen that. I was like, man, that's fucking nuts. I'll put the picture and the article on the PBnJ Facebook page,
Facebook.
so you guys can check that out.
And see that we're not lying about this giant cow.
Yeah, no, it's and I
it's
think
fucking
that
huge.
you'll be just as kind of blown away as I was. Oh, actually, speaking of things that kind of blew me away. First of all, Bryce, you look
Yes.
fuzzy. In case you're curious.
Yes, I Oh, my cam looks
Yeah.
fuzzy.
Yeah, you've been kind of going in and out of it.
Yeah,
My internet's been kind of weird recently. I don't know. Fucking Spectrum's stupid.
but my buddy, actually, a mutual friend of ours, Ben, just recently got this new phone, the Razer
new phone?
Phone 2.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he got it? Nice.
It has some really cool features.
Right.
I don't usually bring phones up that I want, or whatever. That's not what this is. He showed me the Dolby Sound demo.
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
The phone has 2 big ass fucking front facing speakers on it.
Right.
Somehow that phone is able to complete or to create fully 3D sound from 2 speakers in front of it.
Really?
It's
So
fucking
it'll come behind. So it's like a
trippy,
surround
dude.
sound.
Yes.
That's amazing.
It literally, it's so precise, it's creepy. It's Dolby Atmos, right? And they do like the dots on the screen, and where the dot goes, you hear it. It goes behind you, in front of you, around. It's fucking nuts.
That's really cool, actually. And actually, one of the things is on YouTube there's at least one YouTube channel. I'm sure there's more, but there's one that I use that exclusively has videos that are 3D sound videos.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be music that they've edited and like mixed to be 3D sound, to where it'll be almost like a merry-go-round, to where the song just kind of travels around you, and it has like a huge stage presence for like your headphones.
Yeah.
It's fucking amazing, dude. Like there's some songs that I just would not listen to any other way.
Well, there 3D sound in general is trippy, right?
Oh yeah.
When you go to the movies or you go to an expensive movie theater and they have like true 3D, whatever nonsense,
Right.
it's crazy. But this. Huh. I think my audio's.
Yeah, your audio just went nuts. Not like this. Not like this.
Back?
Nope, you're still crunchy.
Oh, awesome. Hey guys, talk about something. Let me fix this.
You know what? You sound a little bit like our intern, ironically enough. But we'll leave that alone.
That's true, actually.
Yeah, that sounds like the intern when that voice comes on. That's weird.
Jim?
Right? Yeah. Like, how do you get out of the dungeon? Who let Jim out of the fucking dungeon?
For real.
And why is Patrick sounding like him? But what I love about the really nice like theaters, like the IMAX experience, where it's like the emphasis on sound.
Hello.
You sound like a human.
Hey.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. I just unplugged it and plugged it back in. It's working.
Stop breaking shit.
Oh, it's Jordan's
Come on,
fault.
man. No, that's you.
Jordan, you stop breaking shit. Both of you stop breaking shit, right?
Listen,
I'm gonna give you both pow. Don't make me give you pow pow.
Yeah, please don't give me pow pow. It's anyway, it's pretty fucking nuts. I can't explain it. It's only 2 fucking speakers, and it trips me the fuck out.
I'm just curious about what one of those videos would sound like on there. I'm gonna have to send Ben the a link to one of the songs and see what he, because it almost sounds like a merry-go-round as it goes like all around you as the song plays. It's really cool.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the phone in general has some pretty nutty tech. Like the screen is a 120 hertz refresh. It refreshes at 120 hertz. So does the touch screen.
Oh,
so like for example, we play Pokemon. Haha. No, I'm just kidding. I'm awesome. I'm gonna catch them all. So
everybody knows that. Pokemon Go.
You got to spin your finger really fast on the screen to do
to do the trick shot. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He can't have his phone set at 120 hertz and do that. It refreshes too quickly, and the ball won't start to spin.
Because it just registers as his finger moving rather
it's able
than.
to register the entire circle that you're making.
So it
You
just
know what
thinks
I
you're
mean?
putting. So it thinks you're like dragging the ball or like putting your finger in different places rather than.
Dude, that's crazy.
It's fucking crazy.
That's insane.
So the technology is really fucking awesome, and you know that we love tech, especially stuff
I'm a
that's
big
real
fan of
and now.
Razor.
Well, actually, they just didn't they just land something on Mars like yesterday?
Yes.
That's pretty awesome. We're gonna have to cover that next week because I have not read.
Which
anything.
the calculations to do that is just mind-boggling because
Yeah,
it's such a fucking. It's like trying to shoot an exhaust port on the Death Star.
damn near impossible. I wonder if they landed
Damn near
before.
impossible. They probably had to take the visor off.
Yeah, as they're landing.
You took your targeting computer off. Are you okay? Yes, I'm fine. Land this Mars probe.
We're gonna land this Mars probe.
And they fucking did.
Jesus. Okay. I think
Because what I love about the Mars probe stuff is 'cause I think this is supposed to be like a replacement for the Mars lander that landed in, what was it, 3 years ago, 4 years ago?
you're talking about Curiosity.
Yeah. I
Curiosity.
think this is supposed to be its replacement because over time it's deteriorated. You know, it's gonna die eventually. So I think this is supposed to be to continue that research. That's what they landed on, and you know, it has greater capabilities than the Curiosity did. But
I didn't
what's
know
really
that.
sad about the Curiosity is every year on the day that it landed, it actually is set to it's programmed to play Happy Birthday to itself.
That's
And
so
it's
low.
really sad because it's the only thing on Mars. So now it can have like a little birthday party
Well, you don't know that.
if it lasts long enough.
You don't know if it's the only thing on Mars.
You know what?
Oh,
I'm gonna
shit.
read a
You're
little
gonna
bit
make
about
tonight,
it.
boys.
So hey, listen, let's take a break
Okay.
real quick, okay?
Double check our audio.
I would
and all
honestly
that
like for to see if we can get your internet connection better by magic somehow.
Yeah, it's happened a few times now.
Yeah, and I would like to restart my little box thing again because it still kind of sounds a little crackly to me. So we will be right back from break.
And then I'm going to talk about fucking even ants are weird in Florida.
Yeah.
Just wanted to let you guys know that.
Well, I'm going to try to
gonna
read
tell
a
you a
little
story
bit about
about Florida
the
ants.
Insight, Mars Insight lander. Just kind
Oh
of
yeah, we're going to go into that.
get a little minor overview. Weird ants and other stuff.
We're going to have all kinds of shit. Aren't you excited? It's another episode of the PBnJ. It's a good day.
Yup.
All right, y'all. I'll see you in a bit now.
All right.
Yeah.
Good job.
So all they hear is my ye, the real ye, and then us back. And they're gonna be like, "Wait, what?"
That's funny.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna restart my router, I guess, because I'm assuming that it's something with that.
I'm gonna mute all this.
'Cause I don't
so
have
can
anything
edit this first
downloading.
half.
I've been looking through, and I have no downloads going right now that I can see.
Well, I'm gonna go
Let me
ahead
see
and
Steam.
sit
Maybe there's an
here and
update.
be live and stuff while you guys reboot
Entertain
yourselves.
our people.
I'm not very entertaining. I don't really have much to say.
I told you what to do. Now do it, young man.
I don't know what to do.
Entertain
We're gonna learn.
them.
We're gonna learn about the Mars Insight lander.
That's gonna be after the break. Give them something during the break.
Well, I mean, I need to be able to know what we're talking about for after the break. Oh, it's a 3D model thingy.
Okay. Well, you guys be good. I'm restarting now. Be right back. And
Oh wow, that was bad. I swear we know what we're doing. Just kidding. No, we don't. Let me go here and take a look at some Mars lander stuff. That's what I'm probably going to talk about. Bryce's picture is just frozen on the screen. If you're here on the video, then you assume see that as well. His neck beard and what might as well be a fedora. I wonder if we can do something with our overlay. Let's see. Nope. No, that still doesn't work. I don't know why this is even on here. There's this thing on Hangouts, which is what we're using right now, and it's called Hangouts Toolbox, and it lets you put like overlays on the screen. We used to have our names and what, like if you go back to further videos back, you'll see we used to have our names under us and like cool little design or whatever. But for whatever reason, the toolbox does not work anymore. The developer doesn't update it, and I would make my own, except for I don't know how to do that. Somebody fucking make me one. Actually, we're probably going to start using OBS soon. As soon as I get a green screen. I'm going to get a green screen. You guys can see some really weird shit. Communications antenna. It has a communications antenna. Hmm. So this thing's like, oh, I can't tell you about it yet. Why is it there? I'm going to watch a quick little video. You can't hear it. Just know it's interesting. Hmm.
Patrick,
What?
there's this spot when we were talking about the giant bull or the giant cow.
Yeah.
Yours and Bryce's internet or audio or something fucked up at the same time, and it modulated your voice. Holy shit! And I marked it down in the time just to make sure that it wasn't something wrong with like logic or anything, and it wasn't. So I was gonna edit it out, but I just listened back to it, and it's so funny. I don't know if I should keep it or not.
If it's funny, you should keep it.
Oh man, that's golden.
Uh-oh.
All right, I'll
It
keep
looks
it.
like Bryce might be back. Or he's not. One of the two. So tell us, Jordan, why do you have to be off in 29 minutes?
Because I have to wake up at 4:30 every morning now.
Ew.
Yeah,
Why?
I work at 6 now.
Oh. Why didn't we start earlier?
Because I got home at 8.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting.
I'm a constructionman now.
Are you?
Yeah.
Really? What are you doing?
Real man.
Real
Generally.
man. Real man. I'm a real man.
working on a residential subdivision right now. They're getting ready to put houses in, so we're finishing up the water lines and shit.
The sketty spaghetti.
If it's still fuzzy, I can't do anything for you. I'm sorry.
No, it looks actually 17.5% better.
Ladies.
Oh shit. Okay. I'll
I
be
thought
right
you were
back.
you were tagging me for my beard when you said you look fuzzy. I'm like, yeah, I've been growing it.
No, you actually looked fuzzy, and apparently I'm a robot. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm a gay robot.
I'm a gay robot. Oh, damn it. I'll be back in a sec.
When did I change my oil last?
September 9th.
That's not accurate. No. But I don't drive that often, and I haven't done 3,000 miles, so I'm probably fine. I just realized that's something I haven't had to think about in a long time, and it scared me for a second. Like, have I been fucking up? And I'm like, oh wait, I don't drive anywhere.
Good point. Well,
Yeah.
I was just guessing.
I mean, that's fair. I appreciate the offer of information, even if it was false.
Anytime, man. Bryce.
Yes. How may I help you?
Pokemon game yet?
The Pokemon Go Eevee or Pikachu?
Yeah.
I haven't. My friend has a Switch, and I'm thinking about getting it so I can play it. But it's one of those things where it's not a need, and it's not something I'm so interested in that I'd go out and spend the money on it right now. I got other things I need to pay for, like that water heater.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things where it's taking a back seat for now. I've seen people play it, and it's basically red and blue all over again with, you know, your one starter. And it's also Pokemon easy mode. Like super easy mode. Like for one, the starter learns elements that it shouldn't.
Yeah, that I didn't like.
Eevee gets a thunder attack, a fire attack, a fucking fighting attack. Pikachu learns double kick. Like what?
Yeah.
And then there are requirements at the gym. Like for instance, for the rock gym, you have to show a grass or water type.
Grass or water, and then for I think it was Celadon, you have to show a cute Pokemon.
Yeah, and then for Koga Gym, you have to catch at least 50 to be able to challenge them. Which, I mean, I can understand having to do something before being able to challenge them. I think that's an interesting concept. Like, his is the only one I can kind of agree with, where you catch a certain amount and then you can challenge. Because it's proof that you're a trainer of a certain level, so they don't just have a kid going in there with his Rattata getting fucking exploded on by a coughing, you know?
That's so retarded.
But it's not. Other than that, it's not terrible. Like leveling up.
I don't think it's bad. Don't get me wrong. I don't think it's bad. I just think that it's been made even more for kids in a way that doesn't make sense. The new Pokemon, yeah.
Yeah, you know what though?
Yeah.
A friend of mine took his Switch to work so that I was able to transfer a Pokemon, so I was able to get the special box.
Nice.
For Meltan.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got mine. I haven't opened it yet.
I haven't either, but the requirements for the quest to get Meltan are pretty fucking ridiculous.
Yes.
Miltan? Are you saying Miltank?
No, Meltan. Melt and
Meltan? What the fuck is that?
It's a brand new Pokemon that was
Yeah.
created like exclusively, essentially for this game.
Interesting.
He showed up before though.
Yeah, but it was all dittos.
Mm-hmm.
He's basically like a blob, a white blob with a washer
Like
for a head.
a gear or whatever, or a washer. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. When we come back from break, I think that we are going to talk about a little bit about the actual Mars landing that we just did, but why are we doing this and possible conspiracies behind it.
I think it's the 3D map, the mole people's tunnels.
Well, it's odd that you say that because there is some stuff going on with that. So
I knew it.
Not specifically that. Not
foil, but this crinkly bitch is protecting me for life.
Not specifically that, but I will. It's weird that that's what you say because there's some seismic, whatever. Anyway,
we'll get into it. I'm so happy though.
And then Jordan's just there to say things occasionally. Check. And then Bryce, you had something you were gonna talk about.
Weird ants in Florida. Because Florida's
Okay.
full of fucked up shit, including our ants.
Let's come back from break. Let's go into that, and then we'll talk about Mars, and then we'll close out. That should probably get us to.
I fucking hate ants.
2 or near or around 10.
These will make you I don't know if they'll make you like them more or be more terrified of them. We'll find out.
We'll find out. Okay.
Tune in today.
Let me know when you're ready, and I'll start recording.
Like, comment, and subscribe. Actually, do that and download it from all of our sources and watch our YouTube.
To the things and watch,
Bryce, real quick, look at my camera.
Looking?
All right, this is Melton. Can you see that?
Oh, he has like a... What the fuck? Is that his eye?
Did you just open the box?
Yeah, I did.
Use pineapple berries on all of them.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Well, stop waiting. He might run away. Catch him.
I don't think they do run away.
No, that happens only in the Switch game, not this one.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm ready as soon as you're done catching your Pokemon.
Oh man, I could do the same.
He loves the Pokemon.
Start recording.
You damn kids with your Pokemans and your Pikachus.
Yeah.
All right, you're good to go.
Let's bring us back, Fuzzy Bryce.
I'm fuzzy again? Really? Fucking kill me.
Am I fuzzy?
No.
Though Jordan's out of frame, but that'll fix itself.
Oh, my bad. I'll fix that.
It's okay. That's why I wanted to tell you.
Hold on. You're fuzzy. I'm here this time, and Jordan's not sitting in front of his camera.
Nope.
Welcome to the podcast.
We know what we're doing.
We're so professional.
Oh, shit. All right. Let's do it.
All right. I'm ready when you are.
Welcome back to the PBnJ podcast. This is Butter welcoming you back from a wonderful break.
It was
we just fixed a bunch of fucking technical issues that aren't fixed, apparently, because I'm still fuzzy.
Yeah,
it was perfectly fine. Then we're about to start, and it's just like, hey, you about to do the podcast?
Fuzzy
boy. So
that
if you can
true.
see
the
me
whole
in the
time
YouTube video,
fine.
I'm a fuzzy boy. Don't worry about it. I'm still here though.
Thankfully, it's not affecting your audio. You sound fine. Hopefully, it is
I sound damn fine,
don't
girl. Yeah, please don't give the gods ideas.
You're right because I mean my mic stopped working, and then I nervously just rebooted it again while we were on break.
Samesies.
I'm just like, oh man.
I unplugged my router and just popped that shit back in, and I'm just like, well, prayers for rain.
Yeah,
I'm in the middle of the desert. And I'm praying for rain from Spectrum, and they are not raining on me.
I just got to say, though, that real quick, because I know you have some crazy Florida shit you want to talk about. It is super fucking annoying to me that my options are so limited for internet that I have to go with the companies that are here. And I'm not trying to be like, oh, I deserve this, or I'm definitely not trying to be entitled or anything. But it's weird to me that, like, they don't spend the money in all locations to expand their services. So I don't think they should be allowed to even have a commercial that I can see where they're like, we now offer 1 trillion gigabillions. You know what I mean?
Get Google Fiber.
Exactly.
Only available in 3 locations in the entire continental United States.
No, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So fuck those guys.
For real.
But anyway, continue. Make
Hello.
me rethink living where I live.
So we live in Florida. Florida's famous for circus
Sucking.
shit. Just
Oh,
lots
yeah.
of circus shit all over the place. We literally have a town that's just a bunch of pedophiles. I'm not kidding. There's a town that's just pedophiles that live
Miami.
out in the no. This is a small town it's like a trailer town out in the middle of like a cornfield that is. I think I talked about it on the show like forever ago, but it's just a place where it's not just pedophiles. It's people who are on the naughty list, the sexual
sex offender
deviant list, the sex offender list. Yes. There's like 39 guys and 1 girl.
Really?
And they live there because it's so hard to find somewhere to live that meets the requirements when you're on that list to be X amount away from a school, X amount away from this, X amount away from that. So they just live in the middle of nowhere and they all just got trailers together. And they're like, well, we won't diddle each other. So we all cool? And everyone's like, yeah. And then they just live.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
don't fucking break down outside of that
I
town.
definitely don't want to hear complaints from them that they don't have anywhere to live.
They did it to themselves.
Exactly.
I mean, yeah, but that's the level of circus shit we got out here in Florida. The town dedicated to just that. That's the idea behind the founding of that town, and it translates to our animal kingdom too.
What?
Florida ants have
Segregate their pedophile ants.
I mean, yeah, not quite, but Florida ants. Have you guys seen the movie Predator?
No.
You've never seen Predator? What the fuck?
Really? I have.
Oh!
I've seen
No.
Predator.
I ain't got time to bleed. I'm a goddamn sexual tyrannosaurus. That movie's great.
What? No,
Yes,
God.
that is a line.
Is that an actual line?
That is a line. He's
That's
talking about
so
you, and he's
good.
just like, you need to do this shit. It'll make you a goddamn sexual tyrannosaurus, just like me. Like, that movie is golden. Like, it starts off an action movie, then it turns into a horror movie, and it's beautiful the whole way through.
It
That's
is.
so awful.
I'll agree with
It's-
that. No, it is beautiful the whole way through.
It is the perfect amount of cheese.
Yeah,
But
it is.
there's a trait that predators have in those movies. The predators, the aliens that comes to Earth to hunt the greatest prey, man. And basically, when they hunt, they take trophies. Well, in Florida, there are ants that hunt another species of ant.
Only
And-
that species, really?
Yeah, so there's a type of ant called trapjaw ants, and they get hunted
That
by
sounds scary.
our regular Florida ants go out of their way to hunt down trapjaw ants. They will chemically mimic the trapjaw ant by like making a layer of wax that covers themselves. That's the same kind of wax that it uses for the prey. And essentially they make themselves look like a trapjaw ant. They invade, and then they just fucking kill the colony of ants, take them back to base, eat the bodies, and leave the heads. And the
That's
heads are just scattered throughout their new colony. So they decorate their fucking colony with these ant heads, these trapjaw ant heads. So they literally take trophies and just put them inside their fucking colony. And it's the weirdest shit. And how they do it when they're actually attacking it, is essentially they spit like this like a mixture of wax and acid that immobilizes the ant.
Oh my God.
They pull it back and then they eat the fuck out of it. And researchers believe that there's a possibility that they do the chemical mimicry for the purposes of preventing aggression from the trap jaws. And then when they realized that they could get away with it and the trap jaws just left them alone, they're like, well, we could just use this to fucking kill them. And they did. Welcome to Florida, where our ants take trophies from their kills. Like, Florida is so fucking weird, man. And it's only in Florida.
Yeah. So
happens.
those only are in Florida.
Yeah, this particular ant species that hunts these other ants live in Florida. They haven't been found other places. It's the F. arcboldi is the kind.
Are they like a red ant,
That's
or are they like
crazy.
a?
It's a black ant with like a fat ass.
It's got
It's a bigger
black ant got
black
a fat ass.
and it's crazy. It was
I might
like
go to
there
hell
was
for
a
that.
study published in Insectus Sociaux, which is a journal for bug lovers, a science journal.
Okay.
And they were just like, we didn't know why this happened. We thought maybe this species of ants was like almost akin to vultures, where they would find a colony that died and then move in, and then the corpses they would eat, and then it was the head would be there. But
Mhm.
after like studying them for a long time, they realized, no, these fuckers actually like full blown solid snake that shit, sneak in and then just destroy it from the inside out.
That's funny, man.
It's absolutely insane, and I just thought that everyone should know, because if the world's gonna end, ants are probably going to be one of the weirdest ways we could die, but also one
Yeah.
of the most viable, because there are per pound there are more ants than any other animal, and actually I think all the other animals combined almost there are more ants. So if they all
Well, yeah,
like
but-
rose up to one
Yeah.
goal and work together somehow under one hive mind, we're all dead. So aliens, if you want any ideas on how to kill us, just fucking take over our ants.
Don't tell them that.
I'm giving them the heads up, because you know what? They use Apple, so we're gonna hack them anyway.
Douchebag.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, but it's not just ants that are like that, though, right? I mean, like, could you imagine if every spider in the world was controlled
Nope.
by one main hive mind?
Nope.
That
There's actually a movie. It doesn't show. It's not controlled by a hive mind, but there's a movie that William Shatner was in. That's
Really?
fucking awful. It's called Kingdom of Spiders.
Okay.
And it's a movie about with a very heavy like environmental message. Like, this movie was made specifically to talk about DDTs and how they affect the ecosystem. And basically, these were spiders that, because of all the poisons and all the stuff we've been doing, have all migrated together and banded together to try and survive, because they couldn't live where they were anymore, because we were just poisoning shit and like lowering where they could live. So they all just fucking rose up and took over, and it's a small town.
I could
And there's
never.
all kinds of weird fucking scenes. And oh my god, there's like a county fair scene where people are like covered in what looks like cotton candy, but it's spider web.
but
And
hold
people
on.
are running around
That's
smacking on the
the
cop cars like,
scary part,
covered
though.
in spiders. And they used real spiders for all the scenes.
No, fuck that.
It's all tarantulas. And they're like
No.
running the tarantulas over with cars and shit. Like, if
Really?
I think the only reason why this movie was made, because even PETA doesn't give a fuck about spiders. Like, because they use real spiders for all of it. So they're like fire extinguishing on spiders, crushing spiders, killing spiders, and they're real. Like,
Oh.
I looked it up. I was just like, that looks like a real spider that they just killed. And that looks real. It's not like gooing or anything weird. And I Googled it, and yeah, they used a fuck ton of real spiders and killed them for the movie. And it was a terrible movie.
That's funny.
I wouldn't even know. I wouldn't act in that.
I
If
couldn't
that-
get around it, but no, but seriously, the idea, the thought of it is just
I wouldn't want to live
super
in that world.
scary, though.
I'd kill myself. Fuck that.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Pow!
Fuck this.
Just like that.
Yeah,
Rhythm and everything.
I like it.
I just, I don't know. I think that that would be so incredibly scary to me. Personally, spiders freak me out extremely. We all know this. I've told plenty of stories about spiders and trying to kill them and screaming like a small child or
Yeah.
a woman, small girl. Whoa, because those fuckers jump, man. And especially like we have like those wolf spiders.
Those
know,
do
You
jump.
don't know what they're thinking.
Dude, they're huge and they're looking at you with their fucking weird spider face. And you're like, well, now you have to die because I don't know. I don't want you to crawl on me while I'm sleeping or something.
Then you go to get the
Um,
shoe, you go back, spider's gone.
Dude,
You
that's-
gotta throw away the whole house.
yeah, you got to burn the house down.
That's
Yeah.
true. No question.
I hope I have enough equity from this that I don't become like completely impoverished, because can't go back there. Gasoline.
Gasoline. No, I couldn't. I definitely couldn't. That would be so fucking
Yeah.
scary. No. There's actually this town. I think it's in Australia. I'm probably wrong, but Australia is always trying to kill you, so possibly Australia.
It's probably
Yeah, probably Australia. We're like a certain time of year, there's like the whole town, like fields and everything, are just covered in spider webs, and it's
Yeah.
like this, like where the spiders are migrating for some fucking reason. They shouldn't do that.
Well, I know that there's another thing where after natural disasters with floods and stuff, a lot of the times, like it even happened here in Florida with the flooding in Miami, there were trees that were just spider webs because all the spiders escaping the flood from below and all the water that was everywhere else, they all just lived in the same tree, and it looks like a giant cotton candy of nightmares. It's fucking terrifying.
It creeps me out so much. We're changing gears. So
okay.
So we actually teased this a little bit. We talked a bit about it on break and before break. NASA just landed there. NASA just landed their InSight Mars lander.
Hell yeah.
It's pretty awesome. Like it's like a little science station. This is not a rover. This is
really?
Yeah. This is a landed in a specific. Jesus, dude. In a specific
General specific.
It's specific.
Planet on the
surfer.
Excuse me, I need a specific word. So it's really awesome. Now, I have some questions kind of behind this, but first of all, they actually have some really cool stuff. So if you go to NASA's website, they have an entire area devoted to the InSight lander. And like you can go click this little thing and take a look at like the InSight lander itself, and it loads this cool little 3D thing. And essentially what it is, it has two big ass solar panels, right?
So
an
it's
arm,
forever powered.
Yeah, an arm on it, and a bunch of equipment and like 4 legs. You know, it's pretty fucking huge. Essentially, let's see, it's 19 feet long, 5 feet wide. The robotic arm is 6 feet long. It's pretty big. And essentially it's there to learn about the planet. So it has like a seismograph thing. It has a temperature sensor that burrows 16 feet into the ground.
That's really cool.
It'll be taking samples and whatnot, and it'll be mapping through the waves that are going through the crust, mapping the interior somehow.
Dang.
Yeah.
So I wasn't wrong.
You weren't. It has cameras.
While we were on break, I made a joke that the reason why it was there was to map out the Mole Man's tunnels, so we can finally confirm one, Martians are real, and that they're mole people. And then it's mapping out the crust, bruh.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying.
That actually makes sense.
Yeah, but they're
this hat will do me well.
What they're also doing though is they're testing the temperature of the planet. They're testing, the way the tectonics are. They're measuring through some fucking rise antennas. They're gonna know the wobble and whatnot of the planet.
Wobble baby, wobble baby, wobble baby, wobble.
Exactly. And now, obviously, we know that we would be told by some that this is obviously fake. You know,
Flat Earth. Bullshit.
Obviously, I think it's not. I mean, I find it weird that NASA launched it up on an Atlas rocket and didn't use a Falcon, or a Falcon Heavy for it. I wonder if that's a publicity thing.
It could be them just being like, "Look, we don't need you."
Yeah,
which is stupid to me because, like,
if
the technology's there and it's more cost effective, especially being a government institution,
get over yourself.
Just get over yourself and do the thing.
Yeah,
maybe it wasn't big enough. Maybe the Falcon 9 Heavy is not big enough because Atlas is fucking huge. So anyway,
Atlas is fucking huge. You are true. So it could be that the Falcon, the Heavy.
This is a marvel, though. It really is fucking awesome. Okay, but let's kind of take a step back and ask why are we doing this? What's the point? Is this to learn more about the planet? Let's say for
I
us
would
to
I would
move
assume
there
for
or-
habitable purposes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm guessing so too, and I think specifically that it's going to be we're looking into the possibility of having an underground uh words an underground base of like a research base underground. Like when we go there, rather than having it on the surface and pulling a Martian with Matt Damon, where a windstorm fucks everything up, they're like, well, why don't we just avoid that by burrowing underneath and just having like a giant metal door above, and then your shit doesn't get destroyed by anything. And they're testing the seismic activity and stuff like that to get an idea if it's feasible for an earthquake to damage it or something similar. I think it's for underground habitation for
Yeah, but
long-term
it's
research.
also using some technology that I'm surprised isn't more of the show here. Like when it lands, it orients itself, knows where it is, and then the arm starts grabbing the instruments and putting them down on the ground and like doing all this stuff on its own.
Mhm.
It's pretty cool.
Which is pretty fucking solid, right? So, did we just send an AI overlord to Mars? Is that? I mean,
Possibly. Yeah.
It's the war mind.
yeah, right. It's a
Rasputin.
war mine.
Rasputin has landed.
And I wonder now, do you think if we found evidence, because here's some theories that I've seen, is that through the landers and other spacecraft that we've sent to and near Mars, that there is a theory
Mhm.
that we originally, our entire culture, our entire race originated on Mars originally. There you go.
So humans started on Mars and then we landed on Earth, and it was like a Battleship Galactica, spoiler alert, situation where we made it to Earth and we started civilization over, but something happened and we forgot all our technology.
Yes.
Interesting.
I think that there was a civilization there. At least this is the theory. This isn't my theory. That there was civilization there originally. Some kind of cataclysmic event occurred because Mars is in the Goldilocks zone, and
Yeah, it's somewhere where it could be habitable.
and we do struggle to know why it doesn't have an atmosphere like we do, which this InSight lander is supposedly going to help us figure out.
Yeah.
But the theory goes some kind of cataclysm happened. They had to leave their planet. They came to Earth. They're now on Earth, and what religion eventually turned into with God above were originally stories of
Told of the original man.
yes, the original colony or whatever,
That's an interesting
and
concept.
that over like millennia or whatever is how we turned into who we are,
Sounds like
or there
Superman.
was already people here.
And then they just inbred,
Yeah,
or like, just started fucking
exactly.
the equivalent of a monkey with our pre-Magna Man, and then we started getting smarter from their breeding. That's interesting.
And so a lot of people think that NASA and other government agencies are now aware of this kind of stuff.
And they're actively trying to find information and then hide it from the population.
For some reason. Which is the part I don't get, right?
I don't get
this is the part I don't understand. So like what
benefit
why
would
would that
there
be
be?
bad? What benefit would there be to that? So when we find something new in Egypt or whatever, or somewhere else, and we're like, holy shit, this rewrites everything, right? And we just happily rewrite everything. Why? Why would finding that there was life on Mars at some time have the chance of destroying humanity? I don't know.
It doesn't, but people are dumb.
Yeah, right.
Plain
People
and
are
simple.
dumb.
People are dumb.
People are dumb.
Oh, I didn't even see it. Andrew was in our chat. He was saying things. He is gone now. My bad, Andrew. We weren't paying attention to you. So Anyway, but yeah, I think it's entirely possible, I guess, or plausible. I guess if and now that we have multiple landers there and whatnot, I think that we're gonna land on Mars soon. I wouldn't be like overly like, oh my god, surprised to find out that there was some kind of civilization there. I guess.
I feel like it would
Either.
have to be something to where it wasn't an advanced civilization. Like I don't feel like it would have been something that had travel, because there would be more
There'd be shit
above
that we could
ground.
see.
Yeah, there'd be more above ground things. I feel some sort of structure, even if it was just earlier structures that they just fucking abandoned for an internal city below. I feel like it couldn't have been too advanced, and I think it died out. But that's just me.
I mean, that could be entirely
agree.
possible, or it could be the planet went barren and shitty before anything had a chance to evolve. I think that we will go there. We'll build domes. We'll grow plants. Aliens will come up
Matt
from the
Damon.
bottom and try to kill us. That's probably what's going to happen.
Started from the bottom, now we're here.
That's a
Ah!
good movie idea.
Yeah, right.
I
Do you want
scared
to?
my cat.
Do you guys want to do that movie? I have
Yeah.
one more thing I actually want to talk about.
Let's do it.
Before we cut out, because
Got to make it quick.
oh, it is 10, huh?
Yeah.
We can save it for next week.
Okay.
If it's short, then we can do it.
It's not super long, but it could probably get talky. I'll tease it. You guys decide. Essentially, culture is changing. The number of witches is dramatically rising across the United States as millennials reject Christianity and other religions. They are turning
that's
to
gonna be a-
witchcraft.
That's gonna be a chat.
Yeah.
I
that's gonna be
know.
that's
I
gonna be a
know. It's going to be awesome, though,
'Cause
and I
fun
wanted to
feels
talk
fact,
about it
y'all.
now.
I don't know if y'all know this, but my mom was actually a Wiccan.
Oh, look at that.
So I have firsthand experience with all that stuff. So we can have a nice long chat about that.
Yeah, that's gonna
Okay.
be a conversation and a half.
So then
This
I'll
is-
tell you what, we'll save this for next week. So definitely next week, tune in and hear us talk about witches and millennials.
I'm gonna like that conversation. Yeah.
Sounds like a plan, y'all.
Oh, yes. But
But in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and say, Jordan,
plug us.
plug those holes.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
This is
So,
the sexy
first
part
and
of the show.
foremost,
This
As
is the
always.
sexiest part of the show.
You can find us on Facebook by searching for PB the letter NJ podcast,
Oh, yeah.
as well as on YouTube, PB the letter NJ podcast. Anywhere that you find your podcasts. SoundCloud. No, not SoundCloud anymore. Just kidding. iTunes.
Not SoundCloud play.
Not SoundCloud anymore. Yeah. There's
And of course, our super fancy website, PB the letter NJ podcast.podbean.com.
yeah, PB the letter NJ podcast. Everywhere.
And please email us
Yeah.
if you have any shout outs, any stories you want to share with us and have us talk about, anything like that.
Shout-outs.
PB the letter NJ podcast@gmail.com. We read them and we'll do it.
We do. We read them, and a lot of the times we'll put the story in. Sometimes we forget, and then we use it like a few weeks later because we check the email and we're like, oh, we never did that one, and then we do it.
Hey, Brian.
Yeah.
Now that we're ending the show, I'd just like to let you know that your camera is finally nice and crispy.
You're welcome, everybody. That's it. I'm going pagan.
Oh, shit.
Shit.
That's the real reason. We don't
All
even
right.
need to talk about it next week. It's because the gods laugh at you when you try and do a podcast.
Right?
All right, y'all.
well, nailed it.
We fucking nailed it.
Nailed it.
We nailed it.
Deuces. Okay.
All right.
Good job, ladies.
Good job.
Good job, ladies and ladymen.
Proud of you.
Yeah, no, good show. It's we're still live on the YouTube, so I'm gonna go ahead and say goodbye to the video viewers. You guys actually got an extra long show today, so
Yeah.
we definitely
welcome.
appreciate you. Hit us up on all the things. If you're watching the video, please like the video.
Like it, subscribe, hit that little bell.
Yeah, hit the little subscribey thing. But yeah, we appreciate you listening. Goodbye.
Do some
Goodbye, y'all.